Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time it is of 2010's My Soul to Take, written and directed by Wes Craven, who also made The Hills of Eyes, Last House on the Left, Scream, and Nightmare on Elm Street, as well as many others. Oh, and A New Nightmare. Yeah, that piece of crap. So there is a lot of this movie. I got it for $3 from Half Price Books, and at one point I was going to pay 8 for it. Now I've watched the movie, I'm glad I didn't, because the movie's all over the place. The acting isn't great. It's over the top. It's a little bit bad. It's back and forth, and there is some good character development in there. But the problem is you don't care about the characters. You can't, because you just get bored of them. The whole movie is one big bore fest. Nothing goes on, and when it does happen, it's quick and it's boring. Like, for instance, someone will be running through a forest, and the killer will grab hold of them and stab them. That's it, basically. No, he's after me, he's after me. There's another bit where a bloke's running on a bridge, and he just grabs on and gets him. And you're like, boring. So anyway, the story goes like this. Abel, there's this guy called Abel, and basically he's got multiple personalities. I think there's 7 altogether. He's a schizophrenic. And basically one of them's a killer. And he's with his wife, and that killer side of him personally made a deal with him that if he just acted normal and dealt with it and did what he said, he would let him live and let his family live and so forth. So basically that side of him comes out, and basically he wakes up and realizes he's killed his wife. He calls the doctor and goes, help me, help me. And the doctor goes, did you tell your wife? He goes, no. And basically his wife's dead. Then the police come in, shoot him, he's on the floor bleeding, and he says something like this. I will curse all 7 of the unborn children. And you're like, are we back in the witch days or something? Are the witches in the building? Because this is stupid. So there goes 16 years later, and there's this party of the people that were born on that day of Ripper Day. I think they celebrate Ripper Day or something. Anyway, was it Ripper Day? The River and Ripper Day, or Wake, or whatever it was. I don't know, because it didn't make me really care much. So they're celebrating. They tell Bug that basically what he needs to do is he needs to go and call him out. So basically someone comes running out all dressed up in this weird outfit and chases him. Well, that weird, creepy, rubbish outfit that the person is wearing is basically what people get killed in. It's not exciting, it's not thrilling, it's no tension, no real jump scares, one thing to another, just boring. So you get to meet Bug and his friend Alex, and basically they both hang about together and they're best friends, and they perv on girls and want to find out what's going on. And then you find out basically that Bug talks to himself, and he gets these kind of personality flaws he's got. But it seems like he's a little bit of a schizophrenic himself. Like, there'll be a time where he's talking to somebody, and all of a sudden he'll go like this, from this, like, hello, to, hi, how are you? I don't know what's going on. Oh, I do. I don't know what's going on, but you need to tell me what's going on. Okay, I'll tell you what's going on. Oh, no, that boy over there didn't like me. Didn't he? Oh, yeah. And you're like, bloody hell. I was just realised how easy that was for me to do. But anyway, so we go through the movie. It turns out that Brittany and Penelope, they fancy Bug. Well, Penelope gets killed, and at that time I was like this, because she got killed in the pole, but then her body's moved all the way on the other side. Without no blood, I'm guessing, all that being found. And how the hell did he get her there? And then Brandon chases Brittany in the woods because he wants to be taught some oral, and we all know what that meant. Yeah. And he runs out there, he gets killed, she gets killed, and you're just like, come on, it's not getting interesting. So then in the last half an hour, we find out Bug was the son of Abel. He was the son, the one who was in the stomach, and I think her name is Layla. If I get it right, let's have a quick look. Layla? Layla? I've got no idea what her name was. Anyway, his sister, she basically... I don't know what it is. I don't know. It says his sister, basically, his sister Fang, that's it. Her name was Fang. I thought it was Layla, but it's Fang. What a name. Bug and Fang. We're brother and sister. Bug and Fang. Anyway. So Bug and Fang. So basically Fang runs this group and she hates her brother because he ruined her life. And he finds out that from her that his dad was able as well as her dad. And when he was born, it ruined her whole entire life. And you just sit there going, grow up, your friends are dying, who gives a shit what he's done to you if it's nothing he's done himself? And you just sit there going... So then basically you get him talking and he finds out and people start getting killed in his house. The blind boy gets killed from... Apparently the blind boy climbs through his window and gets killed. Now if he climbed through the window, how the hell did he see it? Oh yeah, he needed a stick to get anywhere. Unless he was pretending to be blind, that is. See? I didn't even realise. So, we're sitting there and basically people getting killed off and then the killer attacks Bug and he hears a noise upstairs, chase after it. And they basically get Bug talking to his friend Alex. And what you find there is basically the seven schizophrenic personalities that Abel had went into each of the 7 babies. Went into the 7 babies. And one by one they got killed off because it needed to do... Reminded me a bit of a density. You know, in the density, they go into... that bloke's mind. I know his name was Malcolm. But in his head, they go in his head. And basically, each one gets killed off one by one until we find out who apparently the evil one is. That reminded me of this film a bit, but without that, but in person. So he's sitting there and they're getting killed. And Alex is going, oh, maybe you're a schizophrenic. Because he was diagnosed when he was 16. Then he goes mental and Bug stabs him. And then we find out Bug's the hero. Because you know what? If there's all that dead bodies in your place and Fang tells everybody one thing, they're just going to believe it. They're going to let you walk out and go, you're a hero. How do they know that Fang, his sister, wasn't making the whole thing out of it? Him and her plan to kill people. You know, they should have arrested him, took him in, given him a hard time. So that was the end of the film. The film was terrible. You know, for somebody like Wes Craven, who created A Nightmare on Elm Street and especially Last House on the Left. Now, I reviewed Nightmare on Elm Street and I reviewed Last House on the Left. And I have to be honest, I thought this movie sucked. You know, it was really disappointing because I felt like the acting could have been a lot better. And the fact that Wes Craven writ this dribble and directed it, it's even worse. If he'd have just directed it, I'd have understood. But the fact that he wrote it as well just shows how bad he's got. I think he needs to focus on what he's done. Oh yeah, and just before I forget, I also did down here Deadly Blessing, a review. So I'm gonna have the 3 reviews up, and I just found it so disappointing and so uninteresting. And oh yeah, over here is the Hills of Eyes review. So you'll get all the reviews. Anyway, so yeah, it was a bad film. It was badly directed, badly acted. It just got boring. There was no scares, no jumps, nothing. Anybody who jumps at this piece of rubbish obviously hasn't watched any real horror movies. This is one of those movies where it's like a teen movie and it's got a killer in it but doesn't matter. There's a film I think called Ripper, a cheap low budget one which is more exciting than this film. And that movie's awful. So I'll give this movie a 1.5 because I did watch through it and I wasn't completely bored, but it was one of those things I would never watch again because it was absolutely dribble and absolute terrible. And it's got no redeeming features to it, really. The redhead girl, I wanted to live through it because she seemed interesting. She died early off. The whole with the popular girls thing was rubbish, and it just made me bored witless. So yeah, whatever you do, don't check out my Soul to Take. Even if you like Wes Craven, don't check it out. Go watch his earlier stuff, which is far better. And I'm sorry to say it, but I think Wes Craven needs to retire because he's no John Carpenter, that's for sure. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care and have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.